Welcome to this video. This is a level 2 video on the E minor chord. If level 2 means that you've been playing for a couple years, you know a lot of those open chords, and now we're just trying to get some context and organize ourselves around like being in the key of something or seeing patterns in chord progressions. This is for someone that already knows how to play the E minor chord and maybe 10 other chords. So we're looking at the E minor chord. We're going to talk about what notes are in the chord. We have an E note. This low E string, open string, is an E string. It creates the foundation for the chord. E. It's also the lowest note I can sing. E. Also in the chord is a B note. And it also has a G note in the chord. So E, G, B. All the notes in the chord are only made up of those three notes, what we call the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 5, or E, G, B. E's minor note is the G note. 1, 2, 3. This open G. Open G is the E minor's minor note. If I sing that too long, it might be sad, right? So we have E and G and B, open B string. Only 3 notes repeated in octaves. So we have 6 total notes playing, but it's only replications of those 3 notes all the way down. If you've been playing for a while, you know that E minor often is paired with the G chord, the C chord, and the D chord. Those are all looked at through the lens of the key of G. E minor is G's favorite minor. They are best friends. You can play E minor in a traditional way, meaning just the traditional, what I call type 1 minor chord. Or you can play this, what I call type 2 chord, which is an E minor 7. And it locks itself, it connects itself with like the G. Those are paired down. The C add 9. Maybe even the D sus. This shape is used in a lot of songs. Alright, but again, we're pairing these up and we're pairing these up. We do this when we're in the key of G. E minor can also be found in the key of C. E minor is C's in the 3rd position along the path of the key of C. C, D, E minor can be used in the 3rd position. Another place you could see it is in the key of D. In the key of D, E minor is the 2 minor. D and E minor, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we talked about the notes that are in the chord. It's E's and G's and B's. We talked about 3 different keys you could see the key of E minor in. And we also talked about a type 2 way of playing the chord. When we're in the key of G, like you're playing G and C and D and E minor, you might consider playing it in this shape where you just lock these all in here for all the chords. G, fancy C add 9, E minor 7, and even D sus. G's the boss, E minor is his best friend. E minor is the dark goth twin to the G major, who's happy-go-lucky. So, anyway, that's a level 2 look at the E minor chord. Again, some of the chords, or some of the keys that it goes with, and what notes are in the chord. So, hope you enjoyed that video. I'll see you on the next one. My name is Jacob Paul with Inside Out Online. Make sure you subscribe and make a comment.